I call our August 26th retirement board meeting to order. Members present: Joseph Campusano, David Baird, Diane Magliozzi, James McNamara, also Administrator Patty Hazel, and our consultant Stan Starr. Stan, you're on.
Sir, thank you. We are on number one in our listed reports, the year-to-date for July. And it was a good month. We're up 0.6%, which equates to just shy of $500,000, which brings the year-to-date total of $4,863,343, which by my calculations on the beginning value of 82 million and change was just shy of 6%. That's right in line with what the PRIT fund year-to-date has been, within 1/10. Private equity hasn't done as well the last couple, 3 months, then that would make up the difference, but I'm confident it'll continue to do what it's been doing. The breakdown, as you see below here, just again, a reminder in the bottom of it here, I did combine 2024 and 2025 numbers together rather than individually. So they do total up at 133,000. Once some of these old ones fall off, which they're beginning to get low, I will do the same and then keep them separated because they'll be growing as opposed to falling. The oldest one we have is going back to 2012, 13 years ago, and it's down to $100,000 in value. These things work very progressionally too, assuming that the amount put in is equal for all of them, which they're not, but that's for what it's worth. The guesstimation for where we are as of my morning work here is I have us up on this month to date approximately 2%. Now again, we got the rest of today, we got a couple of days to be plus or minus to that number, but my number is the 2% based on the percentages. Any questions on that part of it? One thing I want to share with the, well, let's go into 1A, if you would, please. That's the PRIT Fund Performance Summary, a nice blue colored form. Why can't they make these all colored? Different ones.
Actually, I'm looking at this, I hope they can read your notations. They came out pretty,
Oh.
on the back side of
No,
number
I'm-
one.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm looking at this one.
Oh, that's 1A.
Yeah, I thought I mentioned that 1A, that's an
Yeah.
alpha. Or alphabet. Whichever you prefer. Yeah. Now, just quickly, I'll go through this, I won't dwell on it too long. For the month, the best performing one is global equity. That includes all markets, if you will, domestic, emerging, sometimes known as submerging, and international. And it's up 1.78 for the month. I better put my glasses on so I don't misread any of these things. 1.28. And the worst performing one is core fixed income, negative 42 basis points for the month. I find my eyes going across that line there where it says core fixed income over 10 years, and look at the number for 10 years performance of 1.57, and just how low that is, how little one would have had if they had nothing but a core fixed income portfolio for 10 years. Again, based upon our friends, whoever produced this summit for the Mass Prim. Calendar year to date, the global equity is the leader with 10.85%. The lesser amount amongst those sectors is real estate, positive 1.57. Until we get into the years beyond 3 years, the 5 and 10 years, that's where private equity has done very, very well. So hopefully it'll be cyclical and we'll get back into that swing of things and be ahead of them rather than just about tied with the performance. Any questions about this report, 1A? There being none, what I've been trying to do now on a monthly basis, because it does affect it, I'll hand these out since these weren't. Thanks, Mike. This is how I calculate when we move monies over where there's enough to be concerned with, and the cash investments for the month of July. And hopefully you can read, I think I did copy it all with the information. The investment income for the month of July was $10,770. How did he come up with 4.7%? As they say in school, show your work. So what it is, I annualized the 10,770, meaning that I multiplied by 12, as in 12 months, come up to a total of 129,240. And then I took that number, 129, divided by the beginning value of 2,710,922, and my calculator tells me it comes to 4.77. That was the yield for the month. Now, we got monies moving in and out of it, and it could stay, but I did that 3 times. I keep thinking it's too high, but that's what they paid us, and we'll take it. So, is this helpful to the board? I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know whether it is or not, and
Yep.
now I'm in the habit of doing it, so, and I wanted to show you how I come up with numbers rather than just wasting it. Is that okay?
That's good.
I knew you would ask. And then another one that I'm going to make a recommendation to the board, which, that's mine, I can get that one. Here you go, Joe. Joe. This is on the domestic equity account that we bought into on June 2. We put $500,000 into it. Okay, we got that one out. This again for the month. When I ran this report, again, closing on July 31st, the 500 has become 536,286. That was through the end of July 31. When I ran it yesterday, that is now up to 9.2% in terms of return. Then I looked at it again, it was about 8.5. So let's call it 8.5, 9% in terms of total return. My recommendation to the
Stan,
retirement
hold on,
board,
you're talking about 9%. Where do we get that?
it's not on here. It's what I'm saying, when I updated this
Oh,
as of
okay.
yesterday's
Yesterday.
report.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah, it was 9.2. Today, when I looked at it, it was 8.7. It's a moving target, obviously, as they, price it out throughout the
But as
day.
of this, it's 7.2 as you have on there.
That's correct. As of July it was, and I figured, well, I did that before I got the numbers, I wanted to update it. So, as we sit here, it's approximately 9% year-to-date in 3 months. I think that annualizes out to 36%. I'm a believer of taking a profit. So if we can take a profit of roughly over $40,000, be about 41 or 42, if they hold up where it is now, I would suggest rolling that amount over into the large fund, the capital fund. That way, we can do 2 things. We can confirm, we can realize that profit. We will still have a small piece, 25% of that amount rolled over will still be in the S&P 500, which is basically what domestic equity is. But we're entering in a time frame where the market has historically, at least 2 out of 3 years, has been down for the month of September. And I did hand out to a couple of people before we started here and I have it, happy to, if you want to read it. This kind of mirrors my thoughts as to why I think we should be considering taking a profit. Slide it into a little bit more conservative place. And Joe saw it, Dave saw it, Jim saw it, yeah.
Okay.
So my recommendation to the board, if it's appropriate to address it at this juncture, would be to move that balance, take that profit, and that, if you think about it, the 40 plus K takes care of two years' worth of fees of Trust Advisor Group, for what that's worth. Or maybe a standard new car for the chairman,
Sure, I go there.
whatever, yeah.
So you're recommending the whole 536,000, or not just the profit, just the whole amount?
Correct.
Oh, liquidity.
It should be around the 540 range.
And that's going into what type of fund? What fund would that be transferred into?
I'm sorry, John.
What type of fund would that be transferred into? The 4.7 fund you just showed us? Is that
Yeah, it'll be going into the capital fund, the big fund.
the fund that we just were looking at?
Yes.
4.7?
Yeah. And that's the one that still contains about 25% of that is domestic equity. So we're moving from 100% exposure for 540,000 to 25%. It's just a transfer over. I don't want to lose because we have a lot of dollars now. It doesn't mean we have to spend them just because we got $3 million burning a hole in our pockets. And particularly the time of the year, I'm very concerned, just again, history. And history, not just history because it's the month. It's where we are in the valuations of the stock market. It's almost twice as high as it has been historically. That's high. People are shoveling money into the market. And I think there'll be a time where they'll be not happy that they're shoveling people at these current prices. You can't go all to the to the sidelines, but again, that's my recommendation to the board for your consideration.
Now, you're gonna have some more recommendations, I think, later on too, aren't you?
Only internal stuff as to what to do with the monies coming in, yes, but no more, on my end at least, going into an equity type of a fund, other than going into either cash here or cash there for the time being. Patty's got a better grasp on it. I chat with her quite a bit this morning in terms of all the ins and outs. There's a lot of activity. You know, you're getting monies from different places. We got the input from the town's contribution, which is another, I think I remember it was 4.3% of the value of the account that they put in. The last one will be next month, September 22.
When is the, Diane, the
so.
last
I think
payment?
I've got the list in
It's-
here. It
it's-
was,
Okay,
Like third week of September, but I wouldn't know the exact.
so we've
exact
got
date.
two,
yeah, 9/18, I'm sorry, September 18th.
Okay.
$1.3 million will be going in. So the grand total going in is just shy of 4 million, which at the time was at 4.7% of the value of the portfolio. But for this being, you know, for the time being, and I'll probably have Patty come in and make sure that I'm giving numbers that are accurate. That would be my recommendation to
So
the board. if
for
that
the
should be-
motion, you would want us to say the whole balance or a dollar
Liquidate it?
amount?
Yeah, I would say sell the full position in the domestic equity to be then transfer that sum over into the capital fund.
I will make that motion.
Okay, I just, no, that's not.
I'll
There's
second
a
it.
motion made and seconded. Any discussion, any further discussion?
Under discussion, Stan, I'm fully in favor of selling it because I think we did well on that. What I'd like to do though is just test out the September theory a little bit. So could we continue to look at this account for like the next 2 months
Of course.
every monthly and just see what it did just for discussion purposes?
It very much mirrors the S&P
S&P,
500.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, the overwhelming percentage is in the unmanaged benchmark Standard & Poor's 500 index.
Okay.
I don't know individually
3%.
if there's a site that allows to see by month. I've never
Well,
seen that
once,
before, but
once we sell our position in this, we're not gonna have a statement against it. So we can
That's
only
correct.
reference the indexing.
we could leave a buck in there. Maybe they'll have to print it from there. but-
Nah, I can take the money.
Yeah, probably not a good idea. Yeah. No, again, using the S&P 500, because that's
Okay.
clearly the overwhelming percentage in there.
Okay.
Well, we can track it, yeah. We'll see. But I know they can't take it from it once it's there, and it's still going to have 25% working in the same thing that we're selling within that larger fund.
All right, any more discussion? Was it made, seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. And I don't think I have, Patty, there's another number equated to this,
oh, it's NB, one
the
NB.
beloved Gibbs
New
Asset
business.
Owner Report.
Yep,
One NB.
Yeah.
Everybody have that, one NB?
Oh, I didn't get that. What's it? There's a secret code on it. 1NB?
for new
Patty
business,
put on it.
Oh, no business. Oh, okay.
because we only get it every now and
Okay, I
again.
always say, it looks, I made copies, you guys already have them, huh?
I think so. Is that what you have? Any copy
I made,
of?
I made just copies of the first
We
two
did.
pages. Yeah, no, I've got them, thank
That's what
you.
we have?
Everybody got, okay, I didn't know that, I've gotten those.
Yep.
Okay, That's
It's
good.
good to have them, yes.
No, and just, perusing this here, pages 3, 4, and 5 is just, I don't know, I don't want to say garbage, but it's all footnotes, If you want to get into it, fine with it, but I didn't print it here. You guys have more than I have with me. I have it back in the office. But it just, for purposes of going this to the board and at the level that we work at with this stuff, one thing that I quickly noted, that there was only one time frame. Now, these are federal fiscal years. They're not calendar fiscal years. So you see the period endings are June 30th. So it's basically July 1 to a June 30th timeframe. But looking at the middle that I have highlighted for your convenience, the annual performance net, and there's only one exception in there. And that is the ending June 30th of 2022 that was negative, but only by 3.4%. If you recall, for the calendar year 2022, the S&P was down 19%, and the aggregate bond market was down 10%. That's never happened before. They were both down double digits. That was a calendar year, not to be confused with the fiscal year that's being shown here. So it's a very steady performer. It should give you, hopefully, it gives me confidence that they're consistent in what they do, that they're diversified, and this is a 10-year quick look at it. They lost 3.4 in that year of 22 ending, June, versus the core to the right column, so I just highlighted as well, just about 5%. So they've done a good job in bad times, and that's what a good manager will do. Any questions, comments? Okay.
Further information.
There is, on the second page, I should say, because I think you have both of them too, they do break down their benchmarks, if someone's into benchmarks and what they want to use. For instance, the first item is 39% basically are in global equities. And then they have the fixed income at 15%. They just break it down by categories, sectors, if you will, if you're into that sort of stuff. Okay, on that, move on. 1B, I don't need to have, that's just the investment details, which has been broken down already. We just got yesterday the update of private equities. It was good timing.
Yeah, 1D,
Yeah. It's 1C?
D,
D.
D.
I had 1C though.
Do you?
No,
Maybe.
I'm wrong. Yeah. I thought it was, I corrected it, 1D. Okay, thank you.
Oh, that's the net of fees, which we have not received yet. 1C, we have not received the official net of fees.
Okay,
That's-
the one we never get from?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Okay, so this is, again, they're looking to move some money next week for us here. The transfer amount for this transfer date is 18 million. That's a plus. I always look at this, I always second guess, is that a plus or minus? But reading, I think, below there on Tuesday, September 2, they'll transfer the total of 18.3 between your private equity vintage year and the investment portfolio as indicated, which I guess means the capital fund?
Yes.
Is that where
Yep.
that money goes?
Yep.
Okay, so, but I always check to make sure the second page shows you that basically the drawdowns, what they've put in for the existing private equities is 7,764. Distributions, which is contributions made back to the system, on profit of 26,000. A couple of miscellaneous ones there, $55 and $24 interest, et cetera. It nets out to $18,831. The other note on this, and I'll update this on a regular quarterly basis, David, you said that was helpful, I think, last time we were here, and it is to me too. I like to see what the total return is going back from day one for all of these entities, and it's been very positive, as it's displayed in the last meeting we had. I look at the last 4 years, beginning the vintage years 2022 on the bottom of that second page, and just noted down the difference between what we've targeted and what they've adjusted to us, meaning that we have a total of $1,186,000 potentially being needed to fund what we've requested. That will change, it always has, but it is currently just under 1 million two. More than 1 million one. And it's just the differences between the targeted and the adjusted. Okay on that? That makes sense? I hope. No, just to give it complex, there is $1 million we promised that we want to put in over the next 4 years. So, that's all, including the most recent one.
Yeah, you made mention when you started on this that they're waiting for us to transfer this amount of money. This is automatic. They're not waiting for us to vote on this or anything else.
Not to my knowledge, no.
I thought you said you're waiting for us to transfer it.
Yeah, it goes in automatically. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think the subject coming up thereafter, and again, I talked with Patty this morning, and if incorrectly, Patty, maybe you have a summary, why don't you read it, it might be better.
Okay. So you're talking about cash balances? So the two appropriations came in?
Whatever way, I'm just trying to figure, we're thinking that between the monies that have to come out on a monthly basis now, which is somewhere around $600,000
It's been
for
about
retirees.
to 6 on average. This month is a
6.5,
big month.
7 sometimes.
Yeah,
That 7, this month is
yeah,
out of
because
the ordinary.
That's
we
a
had,
biggie.
yeah, we had 2 big transfers out.
I mean, it's usually what, high 4s or,
No, it's between 5 and 6 really, for the most part.
That's been the number recently, yeah. And then there's a small, well, I say small amount, $120,000 coming in from retirees withdrawals.
Well,
so
with
that's-
deductions, it's actually members' deductions
Okay,
come in.
amount of deduction, that's a
Yeah.
plus. The other one's a negative, coming out at 600.
Yeah,
And there's one more, as we discussed briefly here, that next September 18th will be another $1,329,000 making its way in, on top of the 2 million, just about 2 million at the end of this year, Patty?
well, so as of today, we have 2.1 million. After I pay the bills, I should say August 31st, there's going to be 2.1 million in Clinton savings, about. And then, so that's August 31st. And then next month, we're going to get another 1.3 coming into the account, the final town appropriation. But I'm going to pay out about $600,000 on the warrant, and I'm going to receive 120 in deductions coming in from members. So we're guessing that at the end of next month, we would have 3 million, just about 3 million in Clinton savings.
So I got 2.8 million.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah, you were doing loose numbers, but this is, some of these are guesses too, about what's actually going to happen next month. So
So
we
the
have,
question is, this sits now at the Clinton Savings Bank, earning, excuse the term, squat.
right, like
And we
1/10
could be
of
earning at the 4% annualized rate. And when we talked about this, I think figuring it out, on $1 million that when we moved out to the, and I always forget what you call that, don't, cash maintenance budget. I
Yeah,
just
the
can't
PRIT,
remember that.
if we increase our PRIT cash maintenance balance, right now it's 3 million.
So hypothetically, if $1 million goes into the cash maintenance account we have, we're at 4% conservative number, that would be $40,000 a year. We're not gonna do it for a year, but it's gonna be, that's how I calculate it. And if you take 1/12, as in more monthly, of the $40,000, I think it comes to about $3,400. That's the impact of moving $1 million from where it is now to our pockets through the cash maintenance account. So you folks gotta kind of decide what.
Stan, shouldn't we have done this sooner or no? Do we have that opportunity when it's coming in third? Should we have moved to some of it already?
This is the first month we had it, though. We only got the 2 installments in August. Yep.
Yeah, they don't like it when you do it in advance. It was August. That was the lineup of the,
So Stan, you were suggesting to increase the cash?
I do. It just pains me to leave and get earned .00 something as opposed to, an annualized. Again, if it's just for a couple of months because the expenses keep coming. But even if it is that one, and if we can put an extra $5,000 for a couple of months into the coffers, why not?
But we can move any amount into,
The PRIT maintenance balance they've allowed us, it was at 3.5. We paid for the domestic equity by taking 5, we lowered it by 500 to pay for domestic equity. So now we're at 3. And they haven't said anything about, they keep letting us change it.
okay.
And the only other thing is, we're going to get that 1.3 coming in September. So it's not like I'm going to have to draw money out of it even, so that 4 million can probably stay there in October, maybe November. We might not need money.
It's administratively challenging, if you will. I say challenging, bothersome. Patty's the one that's got to deal with it. If we decide to put in, the board decides to put in money for that one, got to fill out paperwork, someone has to sign it, and that's bad. It's not as easy as say, hey, move it. And unfortunately, that's not the case. But if we can earn, if it was pennies on the dollar, I wouldn't even be mentioning this here, but again, to me, the difference is,
Oh, I'm in favor, but do you have to do that at a certain time?
Well, so what will happen, we can change it any time. So if you vote to increase the maintenance balance to 4 million, using $1 million from Clinton Savings to send it to PRIT, I think what happens is it will take, it'll take effect October 1. But what'll happen, the $1 million will go into PRIT, it'll go into the general allocation fund, and then next time but our new balance will now be 4 million. So at the end of next month, they'll just make sure, it'll be 4 million.
So that money is at risk for a month?
It's not, it sits in cash. So this confused me when we did it back in July, but Jennifer, I said, well, why can't we just send it right into the cash maintenance balance? She said, well, it actually does sit there, but the actual maintenance balance cannot take effect till the end of that month. But we're gonna earn the interest that's being earned in cash, so we will get all the interest in September. But it's just, I think it's more of a paperwork thing, it kind of confused me.
yeah.
I will verify with Jennifer Cole, but at the end of the day, we can get $1 million and get the interest for the month of September, if we increase
Is it
the
worth
maintenance.
the efforts of the retirement board to move it even just for 1 month on $1 million?
Well, I don't think-
It's $3,600.
Well, the thing is, if we weren't getting we're getting another 1.3 million in next month. So this is the thing, if you increase the maintenance balance, and then every time I do need money from it, they send me the cash, and then the following month, they pull money out of our general allocation to bring so you're taking away from your general allocation position every time I have to take money out of the cash account.
So we'll have to adjust in 2 or 3 months.
Probably 2 or 3 months again,
But we'll
maybe,
get
if
the
you
benefit
want.
of-
It's a moving target.
Or if interest
Yeah,
starts
that's
going way
me.
down, if they stop offering this interest for some reason, we don't know why, then maybe you can drop it whenever you want and move it into another position, you know? We don't need 4 million in there to fund our system, but
Right.
you're getting
I
great
mean, I think
interest.
last year at this time, we probably had $1.5 million. was our-
Right, yep,
And
something
and
like,
we were fine.
same
so-
thing. We've kept
So
it
we'll just have
high.
to adjust it so we don't end up selling off
Yeah.
from,
But I guess what I'm trying to say is because next month, in September, we're getting another 1.3 into Clinton savings,
Right,
if we just leave it sitting there, that'll pay the next 3
So you'll be able
payrolls
to pay
without
the
me
balance.
asking.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so I think it's fine.
Clear as mud, huh?
No, because
No, it's
if we can't do it right away, even though you're saying it doesn't show up, we can do it right away and they'll give us credit for it,
She said-
I'm confused.
It's the way the paperwork goes is what I'm trying to explain. Like, I went on and looked at the forms. So if you first have to request to increase your maintenance balance. And right now, August is over. So if any money, so right now, as of September 2, the next business day, they bring you to whatever that maintenance balance was as of August 31st. So therefore, if we vote to change it, the first time it's going to impact the cash maintenance balance will be at the end of September. And, but having said that, because I said that to Jennifer Cole last month, last time we did it, in reality, this $1 million is going to sit in the cash account, so we will get all the interest. It's just going to be, it's like a holding. They hold everything in their cash account. I don't know how else to explain it, but it works the same exact way we did it before. It's, as far as the paperwork goes, I have to say that we're sending $1 million to the general allocation. And then next month, because we also voted to bring the balance up $1 million, they just apply it there.
When the town gives us 1/3 of what they're giving us, how long does it take to get from the town to our account, so we can do something with it?
I
And my
understand.
point is, why can't we transfer the money?
Because in pre, you're only allowed to do transactions 1 day a month. So that's kind of the difference. So all their money has to post
One
on
day.
the first business day of the month. That's why when we do trades. So it's confusing, but that's.
So when do they start paying interest? The first day of the month?
Jennifer explained to me that in this case, our maintenance balance won't be affected, the 4 million, till the end of the month, but the 1 million will be there and it sits in cash, and therefore we will earn the interest as if,
How is the interest awarded? Is it awarded daily, or do you have to have it for the whole month to be, like, some accounts are awarded monthly if
I
you have
don't-
your account, the cash in for the whole month?
I'll be honest, I don't really know, but if we look at the cash statement,
You'd
that
see.
you'll see what we
Yeah.
earn.
Yeah.
We
They
never
do
really
it
had a-
daily, Jim. That's got to be.
Daily.
It
Yeah.
is,
So
yeah.
when do
But
we
we
start
never had
getting,
a
they do
million
it daily,
come
when do we start getting an interest?
First day it goes in.
First day it goes in. So
There's a
why
dollar
don't we,
day
why don't
interest.
we do it just as soon as we get it in?
We have it in now. The money is there
If
now.
when we get the
You're
million
talking
something
about
from the
money we
state,
have.
the money, 1 million that we're gonna state, I mean, the towns gives us, why can't the next day, why can't we put it into the
Okay,
account?
so they want to use the money that's there now from the 2 checks that went there in August, but then in September, so she'll be cutting Clinton Savings Bank a little bit shorter. But September 18th, she'll get a next
Another
installment.
1.3.
and
We'll go into Clinton
That
savings.
She'll have that if she needs it. Is that what you're,
Yeah, I think
We're
he's
moving the
talking about
money.
interest. I think are you talking more about how the interest is accrued?
well, we explained.
Oh.
But then you can only put that money in once a month.
That's, yeah, that's the
That's the
challenge.
difference.
Is
So
the-
I understand what he's saying. He's saying the 18th, but the money only goes in, the trade only
The
once a
first,
month.
yeah,
Yeah, so there's gonna be 12 days
Yeah.
where, no, it's not gonna be
Yeah,
interest.
one of the most frustrating things,
Well,
Jim, that
it-
I faced
It's not there. It's here.
was only being able to think once a month to buy or
Yeah,
sell.
that's
I mean,
odd.
a couple of times here, I was dying to take a profit, and I couldn't do it, and 2
Yeah.
weeks later, what profit?
you know,
Straighten me out, we're not buying and selling anything.
Well, I'm
It's just
talking about
cash.
some other issues, just that they don't give you a lot of opportunities except once a month to do things.
Increasing the maintenance
But
fund
it's the
and
stock,
putting
a
money
lot of
in,
the
but you
stock
want to do
market,
it for
that can change in
September
30 days.
2nd.
It's odd, it's only once a month.
Should be daily, Jim.
Well,
No, I know. it
At least
would be.
weekly,
you know, maybe Francesco, when he comes out in October, can explain it a little bit better, but the whole idea of the maintenance, I can get money out of that any day of the month as I need it.
Right.
But they.
Can you put it in anytime you want?
No,
No, once a month.
because it's such a huge, I guess the way they always talk about it, it's just such a huge ship, they have to do certain things
People were doing it every day.
one day a month.
mean,
And we can
do the
ask,
stock market.
we can ask Francesco maybe to explain that a little bit better. I don't know to the day when they start counting the interest.
Where I'm going with this is we should try to get that most interest as we can get. So if it's only once a month, then I understand that. If it's every day because we're not transferring it right, we should look at it and transfer it right. And if we're transferring it right, then
So you would like a vote, 2 votes now? I'm
Number
sorry,
one,
you
does the
would.
board want to
No, no, I'm
increase
just
the,
looking.
Somebody, well,
Somebody with John,
I asked her, she would. A vote to increase the maintenance balance and to take money from Clinton Savings Bank and put it into PRIP. It will go into general allocation, but it will start accruing interest at September 2nd, the
Yeah.
holiday, I think.
Oh, that's right.
2nd.
you want to send $1 million to Clinton Savings to
Just 1
fund
million?
the increase to the maintenance balance.
So
You want
before
to
we
increase
tra-
it to 4 million.
Hmm?
You
Yeah,
want to
it's
increase the
currently
maintenance
3, we
balance
gotta go to 4
million.
million
Yeah.
Okay,
for the
So that's the motion.
the cash. And of that, the million
Okay.
will go into that entity. If we have a bad month, that happens 2 out of 3 times in the past, the market's overpriced, we may be sitting here, I may be sitting here suggesting to the board, let's put some money to work. That's another issue to come up that's probably part of this thing, is when we're gonna meet, because of a new timetable that they've
Right.
set up on that one. Different issue, but that's part of what this conversation
Right.
would entail.
They need 3 days now prior, 3 business days now, because they opened up their new portal effective this month. Before we could vote, and they needed 1 day. And we could email it, and Jennifer Cole could take care of it. Now, because of the portal, 3 business days prior to upload,
Right to the first.
or they won't accept it to the
I'll
first
second
business day.
Diane's motion.
Okay, there's a motion.
I did-
Let's move on from
You're gonna
there.
second it? Yeah.
So that is to increase the
the
maintenance.
maintenance fund to 4 million and to transfer 1 million from Clinton Savings Bank into,
The
Right.
cash maintenance.
To fund it,
Yeah,
to fund,
Yep.
yeah.
good job.
One.
So the motion made, second, any further discussion? All in favor?
I,
And again, a month from now, we're sitting here together, that maybe there's opportunities at that point. If there isn't, we're gonna earn a little extra cash by having it that place than we would right down the street.
One other question, I don't know the answer to. The town, we suggested a town for X amount of dollars, and they approved it to it, because we got that information to increase the, so supposedly we're supposed to do it all at once.
I don't know where you heard that.
That's not true?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know any, there's no law that says
Okay,
that.
Let me rephrase my question then. By doing it not all at once, is that affecting the calculations for next year? on what actually we need to put in to put us back into what they're forecasting? Because it's taking that long for the money to do something. And that money that they're putting into Clinton, for us to invest it or whatever, does that cause a problem? You follow what I'm saying? If
For
they give
who?
it for our board. And
For the retirement?
Yes, yes,
I don't know.
okay.
I think are we talking the appropriation
Yes.
payment, if it came in one lump sum versus three?
I
Is that
don't
your
know that we would do
question?
that.
Like, does it affect it? I think I think that it says most appropriations must be received by October 1. Like, that's the only thing it really says, so.
Because I thought someplace I heard before that it's based on this getting one total
The
appropriation.
actuarial study itself.
That's okay, I
Yeah,
just was curious.
we can,
All right.
I'll ask.
I mean, if it should be, I would like to see where. I'm just following what
I don't
has
know where
always
I-
been
I don't
done
know
here,
where I am
you
right
know?
Don't blame
We
Diane.
could do it, but then
Don't blame
I
Diane.
probably wouldn't do it in August.
Yeah.
I would probably tell the treasurer to know that this is gonna happen the end of September.
So then, yeah,
Right,
so we'll
so-
be getting it a little bit early right now, if it has to be all by one time, and we're doing it thirds early.
So you're getting it.
Yeah. All right, sorry, gang, let's move on.
You may want to vote on it, or did you?
I thought we did.
Yep, unanimous
I
in
think we
favor on
voted to
that
do
motion,
yes.
yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Good points, yeah.
Too long sitting in a seat like that. I think that's all I have to offer, other than sitting in on whatever conversation the board would want as to when meetings could be held or should be held to accommodate this latest Dynamo thing, website, that everything is going to make things easier, just elongate some of the processes. Patty, is it noon, 3 days before the end of the month? Is
I
that what you're
don't know
saying
that
you need to
detail.
do?
We just got it today. The portal literally just was opened up today, but I'll double check if there's a time. But what I'll do, I think I look quickly at the calendar, and there's only a few months that might be impacted. A lot of our meetings are going to happen 3 days in advance, so we'll just have to keep an eye now that if there's not going to be a 3-day window, maybe we'll consider having the meeting.
Would it be too confusing to the board that those 3 months that don't have that 3 days built into what would be normally the last Tuesday of the month to meet, to be changed to one to accommodate that? Like the Tuesday before, maybe?
Yeah, we'll have to
Just a
figure it
thought.
out, I think, as we go.
So
Like,
it'll be 3.
it might be a Friday. You don't have to do it the whole week before, because
Oh,
then.
yeah, no, I'm
yeah.
just throwing the Tuesday. If
Yeah.
Tuesday seems to be the morning, the best.
So for September, it would have been normally on the 30th. So if we pull it back a week, it's the 23rd. I personally have a conflict on the 23rd, so if we could move it out to 24, 25, that would be great.
All right,
And
so
maybe
let's-
not even necessary. That's assuming we want to do something to make a move.
Right.
Giving
No,
them-
so if we're not
giving them
making,
enough time.
yeah, so if we're not doing anything, then it really doesn't matter.
No, you're
Let's
right.
move.
Next
Right.
month is,
Yeah.
Good
should have been
point.
the 30th, you're right.
So then how do we know we're gonna do something when we leave this meeting?
That's a good point,
So we
too.
gotta, we can, just remember, you can
Yes,
change
we
it
don't.
anytime, just as long as we allow enough time to get it in before the end of the month,
Should we do the
okay?
second Tuesday of every month now and change it?
The paperwork never comes.
Yeah, then we don't have the reports.
Paperwork never comes in.
That's
after
A lot of
the
this
report.
depends on
That's the
Patty's
biggest
schedule,
challenge.
because she likes to have the warrant ready
Oh,
and
that's
other
true.
things.
Okay.
So,
Maybe, yeah.
And also, the investment paperwork doesn't arrive till the
Yeah.
21st or the
Oh,
22nd.
so
We
too
don't
early
get
in the
print.
month,
Have to
we
be-
wouldn't have as much information, and it wouldn't give Patty time.
What do we want to do for next September? Because we're going to have a lot of money in there. Again, and it's unlikely you might decide to recommend, if something happens in the market, if you wanted us to do a trade at the end of September.
Wednesdays, Thursdays, like what, I don't know what everybody's schedule
Okay.
looks like. but-
Well, you would need,
That would be either Thursday, because of the 1st is Wednesday, so that would be the 26th,
That's Friday.
right, so business days, I have to give them 3 business
Yeah,
days, so
business days,
26th,
too.
29th, 30th, but,
Business days.
So how about Thursday, the 25th?
Sounds good.
does that sound good to you?
How's Thursday the 25th? And remember everyone, that we can always change it as long as you have
Yeah.
enough time to post it and get it done before the end of the month. So the 25th, is that what we're saying right now in September?
At 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Do we have
At
any?
3 o'clock, is that okay with everyone?
Yeah.
September 20,
Okay, are you-
20 what? What was it,
25 or 6?
25.
25?
At 3 PM, we're sticking to the 3 PM.
Oh, this was fun, yeah.
Good, we've got to bring those things
Very
up.
productive. Yeah, there.
All right,
Oh, I'm glad I got through that one.
that was the easy one.
Yeah.
What else? Anybody have anything else here?
No, I gotta thank Patty for her patience and time this morning trying to put this whole thing together as far as the balances. I didn't know how this was gonna work, but it worked fine.
I think it worked good.
Hopefully
It's,
explain.
it's good.
There's a lot of moving parts and they're big numbers.
Yep.
That's the problem.
All right, everybody
Told me
have
to say
this?
that, right?
I twisted his arm.
Thanks,
He said
Pat.
that's
Covered,
good.
yeah.
And then with some of the paperwork we're getting now between the two of us, the two of you, it's good too. So. Anybody have anything else for Stan?
Thank you, Stan.
Thanks, Stan.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you all.
Have a long, good
We're having a good
weekend.
year.
Have a
Let's
good
continue.
weekend.
So,
All right, what do we have left on this? Treasurer's, 1A, I think, is next. Maybe 1A treasurer's
On to
monthly
you.
cash. Cheers, Stan.
Motion to approve the July cash account signed by the treasurer.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And that's working out good, Patty, now?
What's that?
It's working out good now? Because,
Yeah, by email, yeah.
huh?
Yep,
It's working out, it's okay, Ed? Okay. Okay, that was 1A. Now, what about the Clinton 10 board budget?
well, that's not till October, because it's quarterly. We're
Right.
doing it quarterly.
Okay,
So,
we're just-
yeah.
all right.
1F,
I'm sorry.
And I have not, I just got the statements and I did not finish the accounting, so you'll get that next week by email.
okay,
So it's pending at the moment.
okay. 1F is pending.
I was gonna say,
1E is October.
put a date that it was, I thought I'd get it to you, but anyways, it's still pending.
1H, I think I
So
saw.
one of it's pending.
think I
1G in
had
the
1H.
budget, 1H?
I feel like I had.
Actual study?
So that was actually not the full study, but it was that letter he sent to us. Actually, let's see. You guys, is there a one?
Yeah, I don't think I got 1H.
You know what, I think that is, I think that was last month. Remember John Borak sent us the
Right.
All right, so
letter?
okay.
And we voted on Schedule 1,
Right,
so
Right,
it should have
so
been,
1H
because number 9, we got the approval
yeah.
of the
I think
funding
I meant
schedule.
to
knew
change
I
it,
saw
yeah.
something.
Okay, that should have been
All right,
removed.
so 1H is the easiest to do, okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, draft minutes.
Motion to accept the draft minutes, July 31.
Motion made, seconded. Any discussions? Anything we should be catching up on, Patty, or are we all set?
I think we're all
Okay,
set.
I have something about Sacco, but I think that might be later on. We're going to take care of what he's doing work for us. He's not taking care of it further.
You know, and just so you know, Terenzio's doing the GASB audit, and he sent me a letter that they have to send to Attorney Sacco as part of the GASB, asking for an update on the litigation. So within a month or two, Attorney Sacco is going to respond to that, and you'll get a full update on what's happening probably with the Section 38C.
All right. So no one has anything else? Motion made, seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Then we have the posting, which is number 3. Number 4, the warrant. Everybody look at that big figure down there.
Motion to accept the
Oh.
August,
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
oh, to
You're
accept
leaving
the
us?
August warrant. Total amount $737,682.
89 cents.
89 cents.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Patty, these two big ones here, 454,000 and 209,000. Are we in a hurry to pay that? Do we have to pay it, or?
Well, yes, Angela Snell went to Natick, and they asked for her money, and another police officer went to the state board. So it's their accounts that you just have to send.
Okay. Motion made, second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, number 4, number 5, refund rollover.
Sorry.
Motion.
If, yeah, it's, if you read the agenda, the motion's kind of, it's a refund of the total accumulations to Maya Pagoga.
Right. I couldn't say her name, so,
Okay, so,
Is
come
that,
again?
go ahead.
We're all set?
so Diane's making a motion for
I
that?
make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in second, any further discussion, all in favor? All right, number 6. Transfers.
Motion to approve the transfer of Angela Snell's and creditable service.
For Clinton is 1 year, 9 months.
Anything else you should know about it, Patty?
So she had a lot of creditable service when she came to us, and we're now transferring, they transferred it to us, now we're transferring everything to them. But we're only liable for the 1 year, 9 months that she was here.
Okay, this said 2 years, right?
Wait a second.
6A on the motion.
Oh, second.
The motion, I did something about
I
2
just-
years, and it was,
I just wanted to make sure, but,
This is on Angela?
So Alexander.
I was gonna say 1 year, 9
oh,
months.
I'm looking in, yeah, I was on the
You were
next
on
one.
Alexander
Sorry,
Rules.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
okay, so we're all set on that.
I made that motion, you have a second, and did we all vote?
Okay, do you have the right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're all set.
I
Motion made,
had-
second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. 6A,
All right, so now the motion to transfer Alexander Rules money and creditable service of 2 years, 9 months.
Yep.
Second.
motion made, seconded. Credit service for the month is 9 years, 6 months, how much did you say?
That's from everybody, but Clinton's liability is 2 years, 9 months.
Okay, motion made, second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next thing is number 7, which is retirements. Retirement application submitted by Sandra.
Motion?
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
7A,
Motion to accept Donna McGowan's retirement application.
Second.
motion made, second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Number 8, new enrollment.
Motion to accept Thomas Hazel, public safety dispatcher, effective August 11.
Second.
The motion made, second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, 8A,
Motion to accept Alondra Diaz Polanco, instructional assistant, start date August 25.
Second.
motion made, seconded.
Has the school gone to bi-weekly pay?
They have always been bi-weekly.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
And we are breaking it down to bi-weekly too? No?
Oh, on her thing? Let me look at
Because
it.
we're still weekly, right?
We're weekly.
Correct.
But it says weekly,
Oh,
okay.
you know what?
What's that?
Then maybe did we have the wrong one on Tom's?
Oh, it just says, it says, I think, appears to be double.
I mean, you put by-week on Alondra,
And then, it doesn't really matter.
put
I'm just
weekly
wondering.
on Tom,
Oh.
so,
So his is weekly, but hers, that's what she makes every 2 weeks.
right.
His is bi-weekly or bi-weekly.
So hers is bi-weekly.
Oh, you
I'm just wondering.
put both amounts, but then put underneath weekly.
Okay.
Because, yeah,
So make sure he gets paid.
Any, move second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
aye.
Number 9, we have approval of funding schedule.
Oh,
We've gone
I see
through
what you're
that.
saying.
Do we have to do anything with that, Patty? Well, it's just information, right?
That's just information.
Okay. Everybody all set with 9? Okay, number 10. PTG.
I just
Bay
shared
State.
that with you because I was kind of surprised. So PTG and Bay State are still fighting. We're still with PTG. But when I started, there was Tax Tyler, PTG, the people used to work for Tyler, they created PTG. Now, people that work for PTG have made Bay State and are trying to kind of do the same thing, and they are fighting. But, I mean, I'm happy with PTG right now, it's doing what we need to do, and this is just a court case, but it seems like it's,
So we're all set with this?
for
one?
right, we don't have to do anything, and I'm happy with them for right now. I can't see, Bay State's been trying to get us to go on with them, but especially, let's see what happens.
I think if Patty's happy, we're happy, right,
Yeah.
everyone?
I'm
Okay.
happy.
Okay.
Just
That
an
was number
FYI.
10. We have at the bottom, if you have, there's open items.
You know, I did have one old business that I meant to put on here, just, back in April, we had a member who retired, Shelley Eckert. She went out on a superannuation, but she also submitted a disability application at the same time. And come to find out that accidental disabilities, ordinaries are different when you assign the date of retirement, even if it gets approved. On an ordinary, you don't go back 6 months. So it turns out her superannuation is, she's not entitled to any money, so there's no use in going through the whole process.
And
Even
who
if
was
she-
that again?
So we had a member, Shelley, who retired back in April,
Yeah.
and at the time, she also filed an ordinary disability. And an accidental disability, the way they finally make your date of retirement is you can go 6 months prior to when you submitted your application, if you finally get to the end of it. And I thought that was the same. She's an ordinary disability, and it turns out that ordinaries, you can't go backwards. That's only accidentals. So in her case, she retired on the first day she could retire under super, and it would do her no good money-wise to pursue the ordinary, so she just withdrew it.
So you discussed this with her and she...
Yeah,
okay?
that's what, I
She's
wrote her
okay?
a letter, and I mean, Perrick, I talked to Perrick about it, but just so you guys know, that has been withdrawn. I mean, that will never come up again.
Anybody have anything on that? No? What about, you got opened items, Sarko's contract?
Well, that's not till March, so we have to start thinking about that, maybe November, December, if we want to go
Okay.
to, we have to go to bid if even if we keep him, we have to go to bid.
Well, we have to advertise, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, then we,
Stan, we're
Advisory
good.
Services, that's already, we're all set for that for a while, aren't we?
Yep, 7 years. Well,
And then we have our next meeting date, so we changed the next meeting date.
yep,
Correct, gang? So that's September 25th, right?
Thursday, yeah.
Again, as I keep repeating, that we can change that again, we're not locked in concrete, okay? Anything else anybody has to bring up?
I don't think
Anybody have a motion then that we adjourn?
To adjourn?
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Have a good long weekend, Dan.
You too.